I don't care.
I know that. I forget shit every day.
Yeah.
And it's because I don't care.
Well, I know that.
Welcome, not about you. I care. No, there's a lot of things I don't care about. Anyway,
no, my mind starts dumping shit.
Yeah.
The minute it thinks something's okay to dump, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's not. I know. It's a common problem, especially as you get older.
Yeah, because it can only hold so much.
Well, you get older, you also start to realize what's worth worrying about and what's not.
But I mean, sometimes like you get pissed at your brain because like, why'd you dump that? Like, I needed that.
Yeah, that I could have used.
Right.
Yeah, that one.
You know, but for some reason I still have this bullshit up there. Let it go.
Let it go. Anyway, back.
Hello there.
Hello there. Welcome back to the Sack.
Segment 2.
Segment 2 on a Wet My Whistle Wednesday. That is the redoubtable one himself, Thomas J. is the highly questionable one, Ronald J. Miliaccio. Segment 2 again. The Mountain Dew. What's that?
Zero sugar major melon.
The major melon is glorious.
And we'll also give the Pauls a shout out.
Oh, the Prime.
With the Prime, isn't that Jake Paul or Logan Paul's?
I think it is.
One of theirs.
Whatever it is. Call it ice.
It's pretty good.
Ice pop. I wouldn't mix it with, but as a thirst quencher itself, it's good. Not too much sugar.
Yeah.
It's good. Anyway, segment 2, all things NBA. We are 16 days from the NBA playoffs.
16?
Yep, April 20th. 16 days from the NBA playoffs.
They start them on weed day. 420.
I think it's beautiful. Give me 85% league smokes it. Why not? So the thing is this. Two thoughts tonight. One, the Boston Celtics finally locked up everything with a convincing 135-100 Shea Gilchrist Alexander less OKC team, which he averages 31. They won by 35. There you go. Okay, so
and then they would have lost by 3.
They'd have lost by 4. So whatever. But the thing is, the Celtics almost seem to know that because after OKC made a run in the third quarter to get to 10 and make a game of it, the first 5 minutes of that fourth quarter, Boston showed why they are so dangerous. And by the way, Jason Tatum wasn't on the floor when they did this. They literally pulled a UConn and went on like a 20-something nothing run. And
without Tatum in the game?
Without Tatum. He sat the entire fourth quarter. He wasn't hurt. He sat there. Jaylen Brown, who had a miserable first 3 quarters, exploded in the fourth quarter. He ended up with 23 points, 13 of them in the decisive run. Plus he had 2 steals, 3 assists. He was everywhere. Porzingis, 27 and 5 blocks. Tatum finished with 24 and 7, didn't play in the fourth quarter. 5 blocks. Porzingis changed everything in the paint. He kicked. Holmgren has been having a really good season. He played really well last night in Philly. Porzingis ate him up and spit him out tonight. He had a couple of good moves early in the post. They went at each other, but Porzingis overall kicked his ass, which he should have because he's supposed to be the better player, and he is. So he did what he's supposed to. Jrue Holiday looks healthy, and Peyton Pritchard and Sam Hauser continue to be the best duo. Peyton 18 points tonight off the bench. Pritchard, Sam Hauser 14 off the bench, and Al Horford off the bench 16. That's the Boston bench.
You said Jrue Holiday looked healthy. Has he not been healthy?
He had been out with a sore shoulder. It was his left shoulder. He hurt it in the game. He's been back. He looked really good tonight. The defense was good. He wound up in double figures. Derek White had a quiet 14, I guess.
Well, the nice part is they got 16 days to kind of ease into the playoffs.
They've locked everything up. They could lose every game. I wouldn't care. They have home court throughout the rest of the season. They have a game against the Bucks left. I doubt they're going to play anyone. Although it is at home. But again,
they play the Knicks, I think.
They play the Knicks last game. Again, the games don't matter for Boston.
Hopefully they're sitting everybody.
I don't think they're going to be playing. They'll probably play the starters every other game, probably 20, 25 minutes to keep them fresh. But they're not going to be going.
Yeah, you don't just want them sitting.
No, but the thing is, you want to keep them
right. You
fresh.
Keep a rhythm, keep them fresh.
So the Boston this is why you do what they did, and they could have done it 4 games ago.
Bickerstaff, man, he's always fucking crying.
Right, he's crying.
He is a crybaby.
He's like, we're down 25 points.
He reminds me of Monty Williams. Yeah. The way Monty Williams cries every time he plays the Knicks.
Yeah, you're down 25, Bickerstaff. Shut the fuck up. If you're down 25, it ain't the ref's fault. Okay? I'm sorry. At the half, it ain't the ref's fault. It's your fault.
Who is that?
Who is he?
Royce O'Neal.
I don't know who he is, but he got 12 points.
4 for 4 from behind the arc.
He's got all 12 from behind the arc.
Yikes.
One of those guys, one of those snipers off the bench. Phoenix 72-47, by the way, at the half. And a game the Knicks need, so this is good news, actually. But look, the Celtics have locked everything up. Stay healthy. Monitor your guys. Play the bench. Keep doing what you're doing.
I like the Suns uniform.
Yeah, I like the black with the sun. Yeah, it's cool.
With that, the orange and the yellow.
Yeah, it's kind of like the sun, the Valley of the Sun there. That's I love that. Shifting over to the Knicks, who are currently in the 5th spot.
Worried about my boys.
They're still banged up. Brunson had a 61-point game recently, and they lost.
He's taking too many shots.
Yeah. The other night, again, they lost to OKC, who had Gilchrist Alexander, and they lost at the buzzer.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's really any shame in that because that team's that good when they're healthy, and the Knicks aren't healthy. So it's like if you lose at the buzzer of that team and you're missing 3 starters like the Knicks are, I'm not going to rip your head off for that. You played them very tough.
Yeah.
That's not a bad loss. But the problem
when
is
you look at the records, that team is better than you, and you're hurt.
That team has won the season series against Denver.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So to your point, no, that's nothing to get upset about.
That's not a bad loss.
The loss to Miami, I think normally wouldn't really have upset me, but I hate the fact that they're falling behind out of the gate and then battling the entire game.
Yeah.
And when you play a game like that where it's like you just have to keep fighting and fighting and fighting, by the time you tie the game, you have nothing left.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle.
And then you lose by 10.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to him.
But again, when you're as banged up as they are, it's hard to jump on somebody.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because the firepower is not there to do it. So
they're jumping on the lesser teams, which is good.
No, I mean,
but they are having a hard time jumping on these good teams.
Look, we said this a couple weeks ago, and I'll say it again: 3 or 6.
And why'd you say that again?
Because they stay in the other bracket, out of the Celtics.
No Boston.
Until the finals, and as the 6th seed, they can get to the conference finals because they're defensively better than every team in this tournament besides Boston. If they just get healthy. Now, look, what he said today, and he's right because I've been looking into this, and there's still I don't know what is going on with Randall, but this is more serious than they're letting on.
Well, they just keep saying. So he had dislocated shoulder, separated shoulder, whatever you want to call it, and the way he plays. That's his style.
His
I'm going to ram you down
to dip the shoulder and he plays off a contact
and then he pulls up, a little mid range.
Yep.
So, but if he can't do that, before every game, this guy is going full sweat workout, and it makes you think he's coming back, but he hasn't been cleared for contact. And then with OG Anunoby, I've seen pictures of his elbow. He's literally got a baseball just popping out of his elbow. And it's like, holy shit, you had this surgery.
That's not good.
To remove
whatever that was.
Bone fragments or whatever. What's wrong here?
Yeah.
Because if they got him back, they could make it through the first 2 rounds, I think.
Yes.
I think if they get him back, they could make it for the first 2 rounds.
The only thing,
if they don't, they could be in trouble.
The only team I can't see the Knicks beating when healthy is Boston. I think they could take them 6 or 7 if they're healthy. Yeah, when healthy. They're the only team I can't see them beat. Everybody else needs, yes, they can beat when they're healthy. Yes, absolutely.
No, but I'm talking about when they're not healthy.
They could be in trouble in the first round.
They could be in trouble in the first round. They play somebody like Orlando.
Yeah. If they're in the 4-5, yeah.
If they play...
Well, Milwaukee's still banged up. Milwaukee's banged up.
Yeah, but the Knicks without OG and Randall, it's a toss-up. It's a coin flip, I think.
If you had to choose, who would you rather have?
Milwaukee or Orlando?
No. OG or Randall. If you can't have them, but if you only have one back, who would you
want?
OG. Yeah, I agree with you.
Because we saw what they could do last year when it was Randall.
Yeah.
OG makes them different.
Well, OG gives you a way you can win on defense.
Yeah.
You can have an off shooting. Exactly. With Randall, they were an offensive team that couldn't stop anybody.
Yeah. But my choice is both. Because,
of course.
Because if you get both, then you have a big who can score in addition to Brunson. Right now, when you double team Brunson, if he gives the ball up, he's giving it up to DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Bogdanovich, who played good the other night.
He did.
But these guys nobody's scared to guard them. Now, coming off of picks, DiVincenzo, he's been amazing. But if you give him the ball and he isolates, they're not going to win games like that.
No.
However, if Brunson is giving the ball up to Julius Randle...
Oh, that's different.
Now that's different.
Different story. No, it is. And this is the thing.
Look, it'd be great to have them both back, but I think if I had to choose...
The thing about the East right now is that from literally 2 through 6, with the exception of, I think, Orlando, everybody's banged up. Everybody's missing people. So
let's go through them.
it's Milwaukee, Philadelphia just got.
Who's Milwaukee missing?
They're missing Lillard and Middleton.
Oh, what happened to Lillard?
He's been in and out of the lineup for the past 2 weeks.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
The Knicks, Philly just got Embiid back.
Who knows
what's
going to happen?
Look, he had a good night last night, but I mean, is he going to be in game?
Tweaks that knee again.
Is he going to be in game? Is he going to be able to go 35 minutes in the playoffs in 6 games in 2 weeks?
When you're as big as him, and it's a knee, so he couldn't stay in shape, right?
I think the thing about the East, it's all about the matchup. There are teams that match up better with others.
Yeah.
And all these teams have the same problem. Okay, there are teams they want to see and there are teams they don't want to see, and there's a chance they could see either one of them because it's all jumbled up.
Knicks match up well with the Cavs.
Yep.
They match up well with
Philly,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Unless Embiid's there.
Well,
then they don't match up as well.
But
you can still beat them.
You can still beat them because your guards are better. As good as Maxey is, Brunson's better than him. And if you have Randall, you can pull Embiid away from the basket.
Oh, well, if we have Randall, yeah, I think we beat them regardless.
I think. But again, you don't know the status of these guys. Miami's been injured all season. Who the fuck knows what they're going to do? So, I mean, honestly, and Indiana, who got Halliburton back last week, he's on a minutes restriction. He's not 100%.
Where are they sitting in the mix? Are they 8?
They're 6.
They're 6.
It was Orlando, New York, and Indy. Cleveland was 3. Milwaukee 2, Boston 1. 7 was Miami.
And who's 8?
8 was Philly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's the 8th spot right now.
Damn, that would suck to get Philly with Embiid.
I'm saying the 7th and 8th teams in East right now are Miami.
But you guys will slap the shit out of Philly.
I'm not worried about Philly.
Yeah.
The team that worries me is Miami.
You're not losing Miami in the first round. I actually want to see that.
I would put them down. That would tell me something about them
right
if they swept Miami, because I would love to see that. I really would. Miami scares me because they're. Boston swept them during the regular season. They blew them out 3 times. Yeah. So I don't think Boston's afraid of them, but I'd love to see them get them in and just bitch slap them. Just wipe them out.
That would be great.
That would tell me, okay,
about
that you've turned a corner. Because they wouldn't even because Atlanta took them 6 last year in the first one. There's no fucking way Atlanta should have taken a game off that.
Dude, the fact that Atlanta won 2 in a row against y'all was kind of surprising.
That's called taking your foot off the gas. Yeah. You're up 30 points. And I was on the show blasting them for that.
But then the second game was close the whole time.
It was.
Which was weird.
Yeah. It wasn't back-to-back. It was 3 days apart.
Yeah.
You played on Monday and you played on Thursday. No, they just didn't take them seriously. And they still don't take them serious. Yeah. I'm like, you may see these guys. Who knows? Because Trae Young is capable of getting hot.
But where? They're like 10.
They're in the play-in. They could see him in the first round. They could see Atlanta again in the first round. So... Like I said, you didn't do them any favors.
Yeah,
you just gave them confidence. All you did, you dumbasses. Which is why I know this thing. They should have wrapped this 3-4 games ago.
Yeah.
Because again, what the Boston Celtics still have not learned is sending a message to anybody you may see in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. You don't want to give them hope. You want them coming in going, I hope we can just win a game.
Oh, Atlanta just clinched.
Yeah.
With the win over the Pistons.
Yep, there's that Atlanta team that bitch shopped you twice. So one time you have 30 points and they don't have them, you give up the lead.
Malachi Flynn, who they got from the Knicks, was averaging 5.2 points.
Had 50 off the bench. 50 off the bench.
Only the 6th person to score 50 with a career average under 10.
This is the Atlanta Hawks.
Against the Pistons.
By the way, the Milwaukee Bucks lost at home to the Memphis Grizzlies.
That is terrible.
On the heels of losing to the Washington Wizards.
That's bad. Giannis had 27, 8, 5.
Is it safe to say Doc has lost the team?
It's safe to say they never should have fired Adrian Griffin. That was fucking dumb.
That was Giannis's call.
That's terrible.
Let's be honest. It was Giannis's call.
The guy's halfway through his first season.
You're 33 and 13.
What did he do?
I don't.
Unless he did something criminal behind the scenes.
He was too tough with his defensive schemes.
Well, he had no defensive schemes apparently.
No, they weren't willing to implement them. Mm. That's what it was.
Is that really what happened?
Yeah, it had to do with the defense. And he was trying to get them to play something they didn't want to.
I'm sorry, if you get a coach fired because you don't want to play defense, that's fucking weak.
They showed last night against the Wizards how the Wizards were beating them down the floor in transition and getting dunks. Embarrassing. It was embarrassing. If you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan today, right now, you're puking in your. Yeah.
Who's this? Is that Stewart?
I think it's Brianna Stewart. I think
she's a beast, right?
she's a beast.
Where did she play? Was she UConn? Or was she like Stanford or something?
She was Stanford, maybe. She's a beast, though. She's on the Olympic team.
Dude, the Liberty are stacked. Why haven't they won?
Because the Vegas Aces are double stacked.
Who do they have?
They've got Kelsey Plum as the point guard. They got the girl. Who's the girl? Is it Leah Boston? They're loaded. I got to look at their roster. They are loaded.
You got to start watching some more WNBA.
Well, now that Caitlin Clark's the number one draft pick,
they're starting to interest me.
Yeah. I'm still mad. You have a team. I wish Boston had a fucking team. But anyway, back to the NBA and the Knicks in the East rather. Look,
Yes.
2 through 7 is a crapshoot right now. I don't look at if by default Milwaukee ends up in the 2 spot. I don't think that's anything to be. And again, Wendy said it earlier. It's like if the Knicks and Philly didn't get hurt, Milwaukee wouldn't be in the 2 spot.
Yeah,
they wouldn't be in the 2
true.
spot.
That's true.
So, are you really scared of Milwaukee? I'm not.
The crazy part is that other than the Celtics, I can't see anybody going to the finals.
If the Celtics stay healthy and don't get to the finals, Joe Mazzulla should be shot. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Should be shot?
Shot.
How about fired?
Shot.
How about fired?
Shot.
Come on. How about leave of absence? Oh, my God.
Look, I wish Ime Udoka was here. If Ime Udoka was here, they might not have lost a game all season.
Well,
look
like
at what. Yeah, but they're still over 500. That team won 12 games last year.
No, I know. Didn't they just win like 10 in a row?
They won like 11 in a row. There are 11 teams in the West over 500. That's never happened before. 11. Okay, the East has 8. That's unheard of. And again, most of those teams have been hurt half the season. Like everyone's like, well, the East is weak. I'm like, the East has been banged up all season. Look at the injuries in the East. Look at the players that have been taken down, that have gone missing in the East. Significant time. Boston is the only one that has escaped this. They really are. Drew Holiday's missed a couple of games. Porzingis coming, but they have avoided major injury. Not the Knicks, not the Sixers, not the Bucks, not the Heat. You look at the Halliburton was out for 2 months for Indiana.
Yeah. And even when he was playing like 20 minutes.
I'm saying they other than Boston, every other team has a significant injury in the East. That's why they're all down. Not because they stink. They've been banged up all year.
Yeah.
Other than Phoenix in the West, who's been banged up? Phoenix is really the only one. Up until recently, when what's his nuts went down.
The Lakers have been fairly healthy.
They've been fairly healthy. James has been fairly healthy. Anthony Davis has played 70 games.
This has been the most he's ever
played. He's been durable. He's the one who gets hurt every year. So I mean, Murray.
Where are the Lakers? Are they 8?
They're 9.
So they're playing.
Golden State is 10.
Playing too.
Yeah.
So what is it? 10, 9, 8?
It's 7.
10, 9, 8, 7 are in the play-in.
Yeah.
God, that's such a great idea.
It was a great idea because all these games still mean something.
Yeah.
You know how boring this used to be? Now we're watching this game tonight because the Knicks need. This is the thing, and Phoenix is trying to get out of the play-in, so because they don't want. Both teams are playing for something, and there's 12 games to go. I'm sorry, 6 games to go. This is what you want.
Where is Phoenix in the?
They're currently 7.
Oh wow!
Them and Dallas are dancing around each other.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That KD, Devin Booker,
Sacramento's in there. The
are
Pelicans are 5th. Like you look at that conference,
dude. So Zion's going to have a power matchup this year. Who are they going up against?
Well, they haven't had what's
Denver.
His name? They haven't had McCollum for a while. They got him back, and they lost the other kid, the kid on the wing there, the guy from Duke, the freshman who came out. What's his name on the wing there? He's not a freshman anymore, but he came out after his freshman year at Duke. Ingram.
Brandon Ingram?
Yeah, who averages 20.
So they have Ingram, Zion,
and McCollum. Yeah, they got 3 20-point scorers. They can hang with anybody.
But you're saying that Ingram is not playing right
now?
He's
been hurt. He's missed like probably 3-4 weeks. And before that, McCollum was out for a while. They haven't been healthy. Them and Phoenix have been the 2 that have been. And I think Zion's been the one that has been healthy.
So who's the 5-4 then? Who's the 4 in the West?
Right now, the top 3 are
Minnesota,
Denver, and Denver, OKC. Who's 4th right now?
Sacramento up there?
They're 7th.
7th.
I think Dallas is 6th.
Who the fuck is fourth?
Pelicans are fifth. Hold on, I'm missing somebody. God, I'm drawing a blank on this. Who the fuck is fourth? I gotta look it up. I can't believe I can't figure this out. The Clippers.
The Clippers.
The Clippers
okay.
are fourth.
So Clippers, Pelicans. I could see the Pelicans winning that series.
Oh, the Clippers, they got banged up all of a sudden. We were bragging about their health, and all of a sudden people started going down. Russell Westbrook broke his hand. He's been out for 4 weeks. No, when he's coming back, he was probably going to win 6 Man of the Year, for Christ's sake. So the injuries have been there, but more so in the East than in the West. Because until Westbrook got hurt, nobody on the Clippers were hurt all year. And then in the case of Phoenix, they're just getting these three back on the court again. They got Beal, and that's why they're bum blasting these guys tonight, because they got all three of them on the court. God, Durant's got a silky smooth movement.
Oh, man.
Still.
Dude. One dribble left, step, bang.
18 feet.
Barely touched the net.
Barely touched the net. The Slim Reaper.
That really is
the Slim Reaper. Oh, who was that?
Oh, that's fucking Strauss from Miami last year, remember?
Fucking guy, I hated him.
Oh, God.
Hated his garbage pail. I fucking can't stand him.
He's always there to stick the net.
He has like one great game a year. It's always against your team when you don't need it. It's like,
man, he was an MVP against you guys last
year. I know.
He Same against the Knicks.
Yeah, we ate us up.
Him, Caleb Martin, all those fucking guys last year.
We didn't pay attention to him. Fucking stupid.
Here's Nurkic or whatever his name is.
Yeah. He's actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
He plays Jokic.
Oh, yeah. On a team with a bunch of, like, really good players, he's legit down low.
I mean, and no one's talking about his favorite Dookie. What's that dork's name?
Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen, who's leading the NBA in three-point shooting.
Is he on Phoenix?
Yeah. He's the number one. I haven't seen him either, unless that's him right. That's him. Grayson Allen. Yeah, I think he's maybe. I saw him in the first time. I think I don't know where he is.
Oh, he came off the bench.
I thought he was starting. Maybe he's hurt. I don't know. Oh my God!
I was taking.
Mitchell.
Yeah,
Mitchell's tough. Mitchell
stripped KD.
Mitchell don't back down from nobody. Look at this, right at him. Oh, a kick out.
Is that Garland?
Might have been, yeah.
He still can't get a shot. Oh, he's going to the hole now.
Got fouled.
Oh,
they didn't call that?
Good touch.
Hit on the arm.
He's limping.
Well, went from 30 to 20.
7-0 run.
Yeah, he's playing.
I know. For a minute there, it was like, damn, Cavs look good. Oh, they're down 20.
Yeah. But they're third in the East right now. So look, if they lose tonight, that log jam right in the middle again with them in New York and Orlando. Orlando did win tonight, by the way. No one's talking about them. They're fifth or fourth. They're fourth right now.
That's a tough matchup for the Knicks.
I'll tell you what, Banchero and that kid from Gonzaga, that guard. What's his name? Higgins or Siggins or whatever. Russell Suggs.
Isn't that Suggs?
Kid's a beast. Kid was a beast at Gonzaga. They went to the national title at Final Four as a freshman. He took him. The kid was filthy. And
Knicks need OG if they play them.
They do.
Because
to cover
need somebody to cover Banchero. He's so fucking big, man.
Banchero is a poor man's Tatum.
And he's big.
Yeah, he's 6'10".
He feels more solid than Tatum, too.
He's 6'10". Tatum's 6'9", but he's got a big. He looks more like a power forward.
Yeah.
Who can dribble.
Yeah.
Tatum looks like a point guard who's a 3 in terms of his handle. But here comes again.
Kick out again. He's kind of going deep and not really. That pass was kind of hard. My God.
Can't stand Cleveland. I hate them.
The Knicks bitched them in the playoffs last year.
They should have
made them look real soft.
I think I actually like the Knicks more now because they did that to them because I couldn't stand.
Dude, Bickerstaff was crying.
Yeah, he's a crier.
They're getting a lot of foul calls.
He's a crier.
It's not Strauss. It's Strus.
Strus.
Yeah, I think it's Strus.
We're going to take a short break, come back 7-3. We're going to talk Major League Baseball. The first week results are in. Someone has to gripe, and I don't blame him.
The fact that you talked about how shit the Red Sox were going to be, and I had some kind of hope for this, fuck.
Red Sox are 4-2.
Mets are 0-4.
We'll see you after the break.
Pathetic.
Don't get it.